So, I know we don't typically do sweets on this channel, never mind Western sweets, but these are my favorite types of chocolate muffins. I have been making them for years and perfecting the recipe, and it's just so delicious. It's so healthy. The recipe is just amazing. So I thought that I would share it with you all. So, did I mention that this is a super easy recipe as well? I'm starting off with 3 ripe bananas as well as some soaked dates, and soaking them just makes it easier to blend later, and those 2 are going to be my main sweeteners. I'm putting in some ground flax seeds just to act as a binder like an egg, and then in terms of the flour, I kept this recipe gluten-free and it's oil-free as well. So I have some garbanzo bean flour that I am mixing in with a gluten-free flour mix. Recipe is all going to be down below. I'm going to put in some vanilla as well as 1 cup of non-dairy milk. Any one that you guys want. So just blend that for 1 to 2 minutes until everything is nice and smooth. So because of the garbanzo bean flour, this batter needs to rehydrate. So I'm going to leave it for about 30 minutes to an hour, and I want you to see the consistency of this. It is better that this batter slightly err towards being a little bit more moist, but you want to kind of aim for a consistency like that. And I'm just adjusting for the sweetness with a little bit of liquid stevia, and I find that a pipette and a half usually does the trick, but it can be as sweet as you want it to be. This is probably the least healthy of the recipe, but it is the one that is most enticing. I usually use about 75 to 80% dark chocolate, and I like to keep the chunks big. So there's about 150 grams here. And you can feel free to mix it within the batter, but the ones that I showed you from the front of the video, I actually poured the batter into the cups first, and then I dropped the chocolates on top, and they're a whole lot more prevalent that way. But you guys can feel free to use like walnuts, pumpkin seeds, just whatever you like to add in with your muffins. Now, I saved the baking soda for last because we did rest that batter, so I didn't want anything to be activated. A good idea is to maybe dissolve it in a little bit of water beforehand, so that way you won't get little like clumps of baking soda in your batter. Now, for those of you who don't know, I did work as a baker before I started my YouTube channel, and we would always use scoops for muffins because it ensured that all of the muffins would be the same size, all of the customers would be getting the same amount, and it's just neater that way. So with the blue scoop, it's right around 2 ounces of batter in each, and you do want to make sure that you fill at least 10 or 11 muffin cups, because then otherwise you might want to adjust the liquid amounts a little bit. This goes into a preheated 350 degree oven for right around 22 to 25 minutes. If it gets too brown on the top, stick a sheet of tin foil over it because these muffins, they do have a lot of moisture to them, so it does need that time to cook and dry out. And if you guys can, because there is so much moisture to it, the second day, these muffins are actually even better. Or else if you do eat them on the first day, totally fine. They do stick to the paper a lot, so maybe just let them cool if you guys can. Oh my gosh, they're so crazy good. I sometimes eat like 4 in a sitting, which is not good. But you can see that even with the dates and the flax seeds and the bananas, it's not heavy at all. This is a light kind of cake tasting like muffin, and I just love it. And the chocolate is amazing, but I've tried it with chocolate or walnuts or pumpkin seeds, and it's all magnificent. Anyways, that is it for me, guys. If you want to see more sweets, if you want to see more desserts, more bakery items, please let me know. I always think that you guys are more of a savory crowd, but if this is something that you are interested in, definitely like and give me a comment down below. As usual, if you want to see more recipes like this, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys all again real soon, okay? Bye!